Peace world. What's going on? What's going on? Peace, everybody. Welcome to another Substantial Live from Home. This one is the first one of 2022, so that's very exciting. To those who I haven't said it to already, Happy New Year. I know it's kind of weird to say it this far into January, but it is what it is. Happy to see y'all, man. Thank you so much for being here. We got a great show for you tonight. Of course, I'm going to do my thing a bit later, but I'm going to bring a new friend up for y'all. We're going to bring him up on the screen in a second. But first and foremost, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe, turn on your notifications. Please like this video, share this video, so that way we can have more folks in here with us. And one of the greatest things about doing these live from homes is the fact that a lot of times when I tour the world and do my thing, there are people who live in different parts that I never get to venture to. And ever since I started doing these live from home, like we all get to come together and get to rock out for like a couple hours and stuff. And so I appreciate y'all. Thank you. But this brother I'm going to bring up right now, his name is Millan. He is from Maryland. He's an R&B artist, an amazing vocalist. And yeah, man, without further ado, we're going to bring him up.
What's going on, everybody?
Peace. What's going on, Millan?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for joining us, man. It's
man, I'm so happy that you called me for this. I'm so excited.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. You're only the second guest I've ever had on here, like doing doing your thing. Then the other brother that I had is my brother Marcus D. He's done it twice. And yeah, man, and he was never in the same location. He was in Japan one time, and then he was in Seattle. And so, where are you tuning in from right now?
I'm tuning in from Maryland, actually, not too far from myself. So.
All right, that's what's up, man. Yeah, man, that was one of the many things I liked about you. First, I was like, this brother's music is dope. This brother's voice is amazing. And then I did some research, and I was like, oh, he from Maryland. Okay, done deal. I'm hitting him up. You know what I mean? So yeah,
man, I appreciate that. I thought the same time you hit me up. I was like, yes,
hey,
this is gonna be awesome.
Appreciate it, man. Well, listen, man. Yo, I'm gonna. Okay, got you. Got a little bit of echo. Sorry about that. We'll see what we can do to adjust some of the technical stuff. But yo, I'm gonna get out the way so I can pull, get off the screen, let you do your thing, and that way I can jump behind the boards. Shout out to my daughter, Peace Gamer Ren, aka Serenity. She in there, right, holding it down on the technical side. But we're about to step from off the screen and let Millan do his thing. Before I go though, these shows are always free, but we do take donations, right? So please, it's great to support via subscribing and all of that and stuff, but donations are greatly appreciated. Of course, you can do it via Super Chat or Super Thanks, but you can also do it through CASHAPP, PayPal, and VENMO, all right? So without further ado, everybody clap it up for Millan. Let's see those emojis in the chat and all that good stuff. Hey, Warrior Mindset. Shout out to Warrior Mindset. But Millan, take it away, brother. It's on you.
Sounds good. How we doing? It's Millan. It's spelled MLLN. You can see it on this jacket right here. Woo! All right, let's get it. If you away, I need to fly in. I'm not ashamed of if I'm looking like I'm trying. In the airplane rising. I'm feeling like I need to touch you. It ain't enough to say I love you over again if we don't say it in the same room. Come on. Hey, I'm headed over to see you. I contain it, but I can't seem to cool it down. You're a jewel that I found, and I know I'm gonna keep you. Wonder if the timing's right. Understand that if you wanna be my number one, you gotta tell me honestly. Oh, how we doing, YouTube Live? Yeah. Come on. I'm gonna do a couple unreleased things for you guys today. Is that okay? Listen. Catch me up in first class, sipping on a drink, pink liquid in the wine glass. Cause I don't know how to act when I'm around you. You see me landing on a runway, make way, cause I'ma leave the baggage at the front gate. Until my greeting is complete. Don't be afraid if I'm a little late. I'll make a dinner plate for myself. You could have a record playing. Got the Yankee candle flame to ask you if you lay with me. Come play with me. Oh, yeah. And I'll try to gauge you feeling comfortable. I'm over being formal. I promise I'll be gentle, yeah. Oh, understand that if you wanna be my number one, you gotta tell me honestly. Oh. Da 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 da. No 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 did it on da 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 no da 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 way yo day. So da di do ba da di bo da da do da 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 di di do let do di do da da do ba ba we da do. So do di do da ba da do no da di da 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 do do di do da da do da da do do yo do da di do. Come on, understand the timing's right. Understand that if you wanna be my number one, you gotta tell me honestly. Oh, thank you guys, thank you. Listen, my man Dave Powell produced this beat for me, alright? Come on. You won't need a receipt, cause you got me in the bag right now. Put me right on the seat. I'm coming home with you. You got my vibe on repeat now. A breezy chillin' with the windows down. When you shopping for me, you won't need a receipt. Walking to the crib, dressed in 1 in a million. Tell your friends where you been, they said, damn, is that you? Looking fly when you slide, and the club is the giving. When you head to though, in the fit I present it to you. I could be your 1-2 stepping around. You the queen in the crown. Got the car, now you're leading the town. Got a jean jacket, reppin' Pasadena and proud. I ain't a band that's in need of a crowd. Welcome to the show, DC. If you're chillin' for the night, you can rock with me. I got some merch in the back to see. And when you buy something, you won't need a receipt. Cause you got me in the bag right now. Put me right on the seat. I'm coming home with you. I got my vibe on repeat now. A breezy chillin' with the windows down. When you shopping for me, you won't need a receipt. Come on, come on. Take me with you to the wine and dine. I'll travel far and wide, from the city into the south side. Catch a snippet up in North Dubai. We sippin' scotch and dry, getting dizzy to set the tone right. Ooh, music got me in the mood, and I ain't going back. Mommy, where we started at. I'ma do my best to make it last. Hey, put me on blast for a second. I got lost up in the feeling, catch me up a season. Tell me what happens, baby. You got every single reason to be turning me on. Just letting the song flow through your veins. Oh, you won't need a receipt. Why don't you buy something? You won't need a receipt. need a receipt. You won't need a receipt. Need a receipt. Listen, you won't need a receipt. Cause you got me in the bag right now. Put me right on the seat. Oh, I'm coming home with you. You got my vibe on repeat now. Oh, breezy chilling with the windows down. When you're shopping for me, you won't need a receipt. You won't need a receipt. Thank you guys, thank you, thank you. So this next song that I'm gonna sing is all about looking at the silver lining in things. As a matter of fact, it's called Silver Lining. And I know it's been really tough with COVID out there and everybody's, kind of cooped up, but it's moments like these that remind us of the silver linings. So I hope you enjoy it. It's all about timing. The silver lining's all I see. We could be vibing, thinking that nothing could bother me. Think of the tide, it's sweeping us both right off our feet. How could we have known that we'd be capsizing? Feels like I'm dying out at sea. Ain't no denying it's gonna be hard to get relief, but we still trying. Always better having company. Guessing that we've grown. Cause I feel like a body of water, flowing like there ain't no why, and we know it gets harder. It ain't as rocky as it seems. The shore looks further. We're drowning in honor, but it's about what's underneath. And you are the babe. I'm just trying to chill with you every day. We could just lay here, cruising like it's all gonna be okay. People so guarded, but they got reason to be that way. Cause it's a scary place. Can we be cool? So much going on, like what's the status? Are we just fools? Just two Libras so balanced. We gonna work it out. I said we gonna work it out. Cause I feel like a body of water, flowing like there ain't no why, and we know it gets harder. It ain't as rocky as it seems. The shore looks further. We're drowning in honor, but it's about what's underneath. Cause I feel like, oh, I feel like, cause I feel like a body of water, flowing like there ain't no why, and we know it gets harder. It ain't as rocky as it seems. The shore looks further. We're drowning in honor, but it's about what's underneath. Oh, cause I feel like a body of water, flowing like there ain't no why, and we know it gets harder. It ain't as rocky as it seems. The shore looks further. We're drowning in honor, but it's about what's underneath. Thank you, everybody. This next song is called Spotify. And it's all about how you should go and listen to my music on Spotify because it helps. But in all reality, it's about independent artists and how they need to get the same kind of appreciation because they're putting in hard work, you know, and I think that it's really, really important that people go out and seek independent artists that they really, really like. So that's what this song's about, but it's also got a hook that tells you to go listen to me. So please go listen to me. If you have good taste in music, then you can check me out on Spotify. The mainstream media is whack. Ignore the shit they make you buy. Now everybody's making beats and putting music out on sign. But I've been in it for days, and now the people start to realize I put the work in. None of these homies been deserving of all of the fame and the glory they've been soaking. Just paying the system. And I know that some of y'all music kinda know, but most of the game I hear looking a little shady. It's amazing how we can fly with nobody watching us, and the people just walking tough. Got an audience, it's a damn shame, but maybe they ain't to blame. Could it be that the people making bank are using money just to back up the fame? It's gotta change, cause the real musicians need the pockets full of change. If you have good taste in music, then you can check me out on Spotify. The mainstream media is whack. Ignore the shit they make you buy. Now everybody's making beats and putting music out on sight. But I've been in it for days, and now the people start to realize. Come on! We got Scott Bell on the horns. Alright, he's independent too, so go check him out. His name's True Slice with the number 2. Listen. Top this. Come on. If you have good taste in music, sing it. Then check me out on Spotify. The mainstream media is whack. Ignore the shit they make you buy. Now everybody's making beats and putting music out inside. But I've been in it for days. Hey. Said if you have good taste in music, then you can check me out on Spotify. Now the media is whack. Ignore the shit they make you buy. Now everybody's making beats and putting music out on time. But I've been in it for days, and now the people start to realize. They realize. Now the people start to realize. Thank you guys. Woo, that was a lot. This is called See the Light. It's a song, it's a sign, it's a blessing that my life's crossing paths into yours. When the sun has a chance to show its beauty, all my worries and pain will be cured. In another life I'll find you, climbing mountains and hills on the way. I don't care how much longer it takes me. See the light, see the light, see the light, see the light. It reveals all the truth in your eyes. See the light, see the light. This is Mike Paxton on the flute. Why do all of my thoughts revolve around you? It's a feeling I just can't ignore. With a smirk, then a smile hypnotize me. Come on! Oh, see the light, see the light, see the light, see the light. It reveals all the truth in your eyes. See the light, oh, see the light. Hey, shuba weeba the bomba the bomba the bomba the boy. Rebuka the weeba the bomba the bomba the bomba the boy. Hey, hey, shuba the weeba the bomba the boy. Sugar the weeba the bomba the boy. Sugar the weeba the bomba the doom the boy. Hey, hey, shuba the weeba the bomba the boy. Break up a bomba the boy. Shake up a bomba the boy. Shake up a bomba the weeba the bomba the boy. Look up a weeba the bomb. Wake up on, but the weeba the bomba the bomb. But the bomb, but the bomb, the brute, the brute. Hey, see the light, see the light, see the light, see the light. It reveals all the truth in your eyes. See the light, see the light, see the light, see the light, see the light. Thank you, thank you. This next song came out today, so you can go look at that on Spotify right now. Heard the song before. Come on. Welcome to my life in a grade. Take you for a ride in a day. Hey, maybe we could hang pretty late. I'ma show you the main room, main room. You could swing by around 8, making sure shawty catching the sound at the gate. It's not polite to let a lady wait, so come on into the main room, main room. I never thought the stars aligned, leaving nothing undefined. Whoa. But when I see my baby smile, I can't deny the way it shines. Come on, like a candle burning bright. If you're down, we can kick it through the night. It's alright, don't fight it, 'cause we can ignite the whole night light. Come through and lay down beside me. I'm so looking forward to introducing you to my life. Welcome to my life, ain't it great? Take you for a ride in a day. Maybe we could hang pretty late. I'ma show you the main room, main room. You can swing by around 8, making sure shawty catching the sound at the gate. It's not polite to let a lady wait, so come on into the main room. You in the suede jean jacket making me wait while I lean back and give you the space to come my way. I promise you we can only do the things you didn't know that you wanted to. Turn the fireplace on, off with the lights and flip a Stevie song. 'Cause baby, we've been making kids. Funny thing about it is, you the finest on the guest list. Got a vibe that you didn't think you'd be staying overnight. Hey, 'cause it's a vibe, and you'd be a fool to go and say your goodbyes. Throw your keys on the bed, I'ma lock it up and meet you on the thread. Hey, I can't remember the rest, but you better know that you're one of the best. So let me welcome you. Welcome to my life in a grade. Take you for a ride in a day. Maybe we can hang pretty late. I'ma show you the main room, main room. could swing by round 8, making sure try to catching the sound of the gate. It's not polite to let a lady wait, so come on into the main room. Main room. That one's called Main Room, and it came out today. So I would appreciate all the love, all the support, you know. Listen, I got one more for you. This song's a special one, actually. It's called About to Change, and it's about how I didn't know that my life was about to change the morning I woke up and met my fiance. So she's also a singer. She has a whole group. They do a bunch of music. They're called the Trills. And my group performed at their concert, and that's when I met her. So that's what the words are about. Thanks for listening. Oh, what a day, got a gig on the way, and my timing ain't good with the hairstyle. Come into play as I drive on the highway, taking wrong turns, it's a reroute. Call a delay, but I'm back in the lane, and I'm hitting 85 on the 8th mile. Meanwhile, I said everything's about to change. As I get out the car, I had to park real far, and I'm running my ass to the venue. I've been checking my watch as I'm learning new parts. I try to make sense of his hairdo. Past a man with the locks playing through a guitar, thinking, hey, brother, man, we could jam too. I saw her walking to the place. I said everything's about to change. Wake up feeling all the same, and day by day was losing faith that anything was ever gonna change. It's never gonna change. Little did I know that day the seasons had a plan for me to fall in love. Hey, hey. Oh. Hey, clap your hands, clap your hands in your room, in your living room, wherever you're watching. Listen. As soon as I caught her eye, I was hypnotized by the fire that would burn inside. I was fine till the smile made me warmer than a number 5 with a side of fries. About time I could dream of a better life, trying to find any reason to tell her I like her dress. I'm impressed by all the work and stress that was involved in this evening fest. But look at me, I'm a mess. Who the hell am I to even try going up to this lady? I'm like a 4, maybe on a good day a 5. She clearly is an angel sent from the sky, so bye. She walked up to I. My mind was going crazy, was mad surprised. For 30 or so seconds I had butterflies, and that shit sent me higher than the satellite. I'm alive. Checking for my pulse cause my heart is beating much quicker than the bass in the drum. Soprano in a sequence dress was a blessing from above. I'ma need to ask her. We should get some coffee next, but I ain't got her number. Hey, 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 said everything's about to change. Wake up feeling all the same, and day by day was losing faith that anything was ever gonna change. It's never gonna change. Little did I know that day the seasons had a plan for me to fall in love. Hey, hey. Da-da-da-da-da, we are, ba-da-da-da-da, we are, ba-da-da-we are, ba-da-da-we-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, hey, thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Stan. Man, that guy came into my life and things have been different, that's for sure. So I really appreciate it. Thank you for listening to all of my music. This is Mike Paxton on the saxophone, so please give a round of applause to him. He's a crazy good artist, crazy good. So I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. I'm sweating.
Yeah. Wow, bro. Oh my God. Yo, salute, man. Salute. You killed it, bro.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the opportunity to do this. This is awesome.
Hey, man, I hope you had, I mean, it looked like you had a great time. I'm assuming you had a great time.
Oh my God. I guess to that last one, I'm having a good time. That's for sure.
That's what's up, man. You definitely got some new fans, man, and a lot of your fans came through too in the chat, man.
Yeah,
yeah, you killed it, bro. Shout out to everybody watching and stuff. Folks are saying there's an echo. We'll do what we can to adjust it, but yo, in the meantime, I just wanted to say thank you real quick We're gonna take like a quick, super quick little commercial, and then we'll come right back, and I'm gonna do my thing for y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after that, Q&A with me and Millen. We're gonna chop it up, and we'll try to fix whatever echo. I'll probably throw some headphones on during the Q&A, but I almost said Q&5. Shout out to Q&5. And yeah, man, thank you again, bro. And
Thank you.
yeah, and everybody, man, make sure you can either donate the Millen's Cash App, mine. You know, we all of the proceeds that come through tonight, we split evenly, regardless who gets the most, man. We're just, we're here collaborating, two artists making great music and sharing it with the people and having a good time. So thank y'all. And we'll be right back. All right. Peace. My name is Stan Robinson, also known as Substantial, and I teach the business of music at Words, Beats, and Life. Learning the business of music benefited me personally because it gave me more control over my career, my legacy. And what I mean is that I basically, rather than having to wait for a company to pay out to another company I worked with and then chase them down for money, I basically took control of my catalog. And so most of these companies pay directly to me and my business. And so, I've seen so many artists, both young and old, because this isn't just a old rapper problem, right? It's a young and old artist problem. And I've seen a lot of artists pass away and their families struggle and fight to get control over the artist's legacy and the money that comes along with that to help provide for their children. And oftentimes other people got to step in to help the family because the artist didn't have their affairs in order. That kind of motivated me to get better control of my stuff. And every time I would meet someone I looked up to in the business, they would talk to me about certain things and give me certain advice when I was younger. Some of that advice I took very early on. Like, I've been a member of ASCAP since the 90s. I was still a teenager when I became a member of ASCAP. I just acted on the information that people gave me at a very early age, and I've seen how it's benefited my life. And although I'm not like a household name and this huge artist, I make a pretty good living making music full time, and I'm able to provide for my family and those I love most while I'm still here. And the dope thing is, even when my time comes, like, my family will have control over that, and I don't have to worry about too much. So the reason why I want to impart this knowledge onto the youth and the youngins is because, I understand the value of this information, right? I understand how it makes people treat you differently when you're doing business, how it affects how much money's coming in, what you're able to do. We talk about financial gains and being wealthy and all of these different things, but our freedom, unfortunately, there's mental freedom, right? And then there's financial freedom. There's different types of freedom. And so the freedom to be able to own your creations and basically be able to monetize that any way you see fit without asking someone's permission, in a way to provide for yourself and those you care about. That's extremely important for me to pass those gems on and give that information to other people, because I want everyone. I feel like everyone should be in that position. And unfortunately, the way the industry is designed, a lot of people don't get to that point. And you see them have so many other problems and challenges that they really shouldn't have to deal with. And that's why I'm with WBL. Be sure to enroll in my class at wblinc.org/academy. Yes. Peace, y'all. I hope you are enjoying the show. Shout out to Millen once again. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, man, and if you don't know, we just dropped the music video for the song I'm about to perform for you. Hopefully, we'll be able to perform it in the same space at some point in time. So right now, I'm going to have to rock it without Millen and without the amazing Malcolm Jackson. Before I get ready to start, though, I just wanted to shout out a lot of different folks. Shout out to, of course, my company, Substantial Art and Music, my business partner and wife, Rochelle Etienne Robinson, for directing the video for this song. And shout out to, had a little technical issue just now, but shout out to Nick Fullen, shout out to Wealth, and everyone else who contributed to the music video and all that good stuff. But we're going to get into it right now. Let's go. Yeah. Check 1, 2. And let us know how it sound in the chat. Yeah. Here to put a stop to the anguish, but they don't understand like I'm speaking the dead language. Devour big beef before I was ever fed Angus. Went to battle with friends and mourn for dead strangers. I was bred dangerous, but pieces dejected. Easily subjected to the heathens I connect with. Seem to be respected, monster beast of my collective. Ignored by the masses, so I speak the dove rejected. And the speakers are connected just to amplify a voice. They don't for the journey, so I never had a choice. Doubt is grounded in fear, so I'm drowning out the noise. They don't know who we be, like DMX and the boys. So to those who ain't been informed, I can fire in the winter storm. First blooming flower when the wind is gone. Solitude sang by Sarah Vaughan. Every note is integral and grace the minimum when the pressure's on. Yeah. Hey, listen. Shout out to Millen once again. Shout out to everyone keeping this song in rotation right now. Yeah, listen. Heart on my sleeves, dirt in my claws, eyes on the prize. Sharpen my teeth, born food for thought, pride on the side. God in the weak, put up my paws, lies on the line. To all of the beasts, no matter the call, I'm fine with the fines. Inclined to find a way when there ain't one in view. Trying to shine, but can't save every one of you. This kind of design is made just for a humble few. Some don't mind the minds and lose no matter what I do. I do what hunters do, fam. I love, pray, and eat. And the tongue that I speak is a drum and the beat that's guiding you through the rhythm of life. You dare to dance. Out here shining light and help people lift out their trance. King check my pawns in the night and can't advance till we rearrange the game and opponents in their pants. Something our hands, sending our hands looking like weapons. Those that overstand what we singing, they see the blessing, like. Shout out to my brother Malcolm Jackson on the vibraphone. Do me a favor if you're in the chat right now. Let me know where you tuning in. No matter where you are in the world, put up a peace sign. Let me know where you're watching from. All right. Brother right here coming up. This is Hunter Scott.
Music is the entity that forged angels. Sing a song only few will understand.
You're a fan of One Piece?
And it shall be your greatest
Attack
weapon.
on Titan. Gangsta, a whole lot of dope anime. You've heard that brother's voice. Yeah. Got a lot of music in store for y'all. This is the first live from home of the year. Next month, just so you know, before we get into the rest of this music, next month we got KDFoxx coming through. She's gonna be doing live art while I'm doing a beat set. Then I'm getting into a live performance after that. Of course, we're gonna be promoting the Animal Arithmetic, which this song right here is from. And you can pre-order the album right now when it drops next Friday. But let's keep going. Say less. Who am I to talk? Actually, I'm paid to do just that. Hit them with just facts. Truth, ugly as muskrats. Been in the lab, just cooking up tracks. Tight lip for a nice bit. This ain't a comeback, it's back. I'm Jai Tony with beats and flows instead of knees and bows. But there's no need to boast. Don't need my ego stroke. My track record's my interpreter. Good with supporters, y'all be thirsting for the worshipers. Namaste, I'ma play my role like my Herschela. No impact without an act. Get the working, bruh. Turn it up the moment I said less. My streaming spike earned enough, but I can't exit till my team is right. Cause everyone's they ain't paying nobody. Everyone's a gangster, but they ain't no Gotti. Everybody say they know the code, but they straight. Everybody know a lie, but the actions say different. Listen, every don't need a comment. Every pick don't need a like. Everyone don't need an audience. And every open mouth don't need a mic. Say less. It ain't what you know, it's what you do. Let the work you put in be the proof. Say less. You ain't gotta tell me that you're real. In time, everything will be revealed. Say less. Listen. Yeah. I ain't gotta tell you. You follow my drift, but it's a race to the top. Many opt for a lift. Wanna tell you about they drive and hope you offer a tip. Then turn around and act like you ain't come along for the trip. But you were there for they were talking they shit and showboating, just floating with no wind in they sail. No motion, illusionist. Pin and teller, I can pin it better. Broke as fuck, got the ball. Damn, you slipping Cinderella, just the image seller. Stop photos, they are not thorough. Claim to be the realest ever. Who gon' vouch for you? Not a soul. Your own people hardly believe you. We see more than you saying it more than you need to. Cause everyone's a boss, they ain't paying nobody. Everyone's a gangster, but they ain't no gotti. Everybody say they know the code, but they straight snitching. Everybody know a lot, but their actions say different. Listen, every post don't need a comment. Every pic don't need a like. Everyone don't need an audience. And every open mouth don't need a mic. Say less. It ain't what you know, it's what you do. Let the work you put in be the proof. Say less. You ain't gotta tell me that you're real. In time, everything will be revealed. Say less. Shout out to Funky DL on the beat and Precious Jubei. But listen, I'm just trying to give them some game. No matter if I yell it, they never hear what I'm saying. Then a stranger roll up and they damn near tell them the same. And they totally forget that I put that shit in their brain. They're too close to the picture, they can't even see the frame. How I brought it together, so I bothered to explain. Put my plan into action, now my passions turn to gains. And now they circling back so I can help them do no same. Say no more. Say less. I got you. Got you, bro. It's all love. Got you. Say less. Ain't what you know, it's what you do. Let the work you put in be the proof. Say less. You ain't gotta tell me that you're real. In time, everything will be revealed. Say less. Yeah. Shout out to the homie Millen. Shout out to Steph on this one. Shout out to DJ Hobb on this one. Shout out to Joe D who was sampled on this one. Shout out to Odyssey for producing this one. Cause we're all made in Maryland. Made in Maryland. Don't get it twisted, dog. I still put the M between the DV. Yeah, I'ma represent for y'all regardless where the path I'm on lead me. Pops was from Baltimore, but his only son was born in PG. The home of Tubman and Douglas. Name a better rapper from MD to does this. Spare time, murk 'em low key with a spare rhyme. Old line shit, I came up with it. 09, no line back in Suitland in the 90s. And someone else's hood bagging rappers. You find me whipping ass, taking names for this rap shit was cool. I was either chasing dreams or chasing ass after school. Ditch class wings and mambo sauce. During high times, cooking beats at Ace Old Crib. Playing 9-5 live from the home of Martin and Sugar Ray. I'ma shine for every unknown that took a spray in Maryland. Don't get it twisted, y'all. I still put the M between the DV. Yeah. And I'ma represent for y'all regardless where the path I'm on lead me. My pops was from Baltimore, but his only son was. Listen, PG specifically. County might be rich, but we all suffer mentally. Trying to see through imagery placed here to limit me, killing me. Black and brown youngins on a killing spree. Way I dodge bullets, you would thought I had Trinity. And Zion's best fighters, all God and my divinity. Had a whack of brothers, only one that was kin to me. Saved my life when they gave a mic independent me. But I'm from the same damn state as Freddie Gray. Different city, but I def could be one ride away. In the home of Frank Miller and Dark Knights, thought it was, nah, you thought right, I'm from Maryland. I still put the M between the DV, yeah. I'ma represent for y'all regardless where the path I'm on lead me. Pops was from Baltimore, but his only son was born in East. Listen, only Prince we claim sang Purple Rain. Prince George was lame, F him in his name. I'm a PG king, it's a PG thing. This for Joe. So, I'm a Baltimore team, that's my man J Soul and the young homie Green. Damn, my friends are dope, yeah, we really rap. Fans been losing hope, I'ma bring it back. Cause Stan has been dope since Pitty Pat, kickball, jump rope, and hide and go get it black. Think I holler off for weeks just to get a track. The hand that got some weak shit, picture that. Phelps with a felt tip, Olympian foe. Provide more rhymes than Bolivian coat. The rant on the baseline, Carmelo in the Kia Strife. Ripken and Roof, walking in the field of dreams. And I'm woke in the land of third good. His mama taught my papa, now I'm out here in your hood, somewhere in Maryland. Shout out to Joe D, the OGs, that's the other guys, and all of the fam. You know what I mean? Ha, Steph, all the people who shout out I just messed up in the song. I got you. Thank you. My daughter said I did good. I'm okay. How y'all feeling? Let me know in the chat. I hope y'all enjoying the show so far. Come on, follow the master ceremony. Follow the. If you don't move the crowd, it ain't a master of the ceremony. You're a microphone controller, you are not an MC. So don't ever disrespect the homie, world-class title holder, born and raised in MD. Known to get the party popping quicker than stripper with vodka in the, so they gon' clap for me. But I ain't talking booty cheeks, slick with the duty speak, shit talk mastery. Listen, I am moving with a blue pen, samurai champ, Lou, be damned if I can't lose, and if I did, I put two L's together, make a W. Dumber you, comparing substantial to a substitute. All I do is win, but that clearly ain't your thing. Then again, you're more T-Pain than painting. I'm art personified, all heart magnified, about 105, no doubt, come alive. Hands up, let me see them hands up in the chat. Hands up, hands up. I tell them, fuck off the stage, bum. You ain't doing shit, no need to tell them to save some. Crowd look well rested, at time to get adjusted. Cop food, drinks, had time to digest it. I'ma make them feel like they were part of my live show. No voice, clothes moist is hotter than Cairo. Watch me blow the spot when I drop my payload. Got them going wild, but it ain't raining no pesos. They do what I say so, my presence demands it. A veteran standard, hey, what's better than stand shit? I severed their hand if they extended to grab this. And shit on everything, like I never been pampered. I son them like Frederick Sanford. Been a G, I don't sell trash just so I can make a living be. I'm art personified or heart magnified, but about 105, no doubt, come alive. Hands up in the chat, let me see you. Hands up in the comments later if you're watching. Hands up, it's never too late, it's all good, let's go. I be ripping up the stage like I'm tearing up floorboards. You don't keep them engaged, you just lay on the floorboard. I have them in a rage, they gon' leave with their core sore. Body crowds for days like terrorist warlords. Light up a scoreboard, go hard as a mug. I'm a titan, I throw swords to arm with a scar. You like me so raw, dope ball with a plug. Sight sicker than cold sores, go for a dub. Pick at the dough, old pagan advance. This ain't your regular show, that's why you even can dance. You don't need to hold up the wall, got plenty of beams. You can throw up your arms, and if you're feeling extreme, 2 tables in the mic, that's what I call riot gear. Turn all the way up, it's gonna get real live in here, cause I'm art personified, all heart magnified, about 105, no doubt, coming live. And get them hands up. If you're in the chat, get them hands up. If you're watching this, get them hands up. Spreading love, keep them hands up. Hey. Shout out to the OGs, the other guys. Been building with them. We might do another collab joint later this year. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We're going to roll the dice, see what happens. Shout out to any of you who've been making donations and stuff, man. I saw notifications in the emails and stuff. Shout out to Warrior Mindset for showing love in the chat. Hey, listen. We gon' work it out. You know that we gon' work it out. You know we will. Listen, come on. We gon' work it out. Come on. We gon' work it out. You know the deal. We gon' work it out. You know that we gon' work it out. And that's the vinyl right there. Come on. We gon' work it out. Listen. Yeah. My fault or is it yours? Hardly kick it anymore. Yo, I'd love to do it all with you, but I can't. rhyme was designed with no kind of time to recline with someone fine as you. So we rant and rave instead of pant and bathe. Like romance is played, I know it can't be true. I'd rather love and please, touch and tease, hug and squeeze, or just dance for you. Used to phone till we're home alone, where we moan and groan like lovers do. But the mood get worse, you're confused and hurt. You think the music's verse and you're number two. I'm trying to show you different. Hope you listen. If you don't, I'm fitting to be out of my mind. So let's get out of Dodge. Get us a large. Can I get a massage? Just some quality time. I'm singing. So hit me when I go speaking so we can hook up a meeting at whatever spot you frequent. Or we could just spend a weekend and sneaking and creeping. No sleeping, keeping the furniture squeaking. Here to learn what you're teaching. In other words, all I'm needing is you to hear what I'm speaking. We can hook up a meeting. Whatever spot you frequent. We could just spend a weekend and sneaking and creeping. No sleeping, keeping the furniture squeaking. Here to learn what you're teaching. In other words, all I'm needing is you. We gon' work it out. You know that we gon' work it out. I catch my breath like, we gon' work it out. You know that we gon' listen. How does poetry sound? We can go to a lounge. Girl, I'm hoping you're down. Oh, you are, that's dope. Got real jig before we left the crib. I bet it's brick. Let me get my coat. Cause if it is just another reason to get real close and stay warm, dead that, and stay home. Cause sometimes doing nothing at all, that's something special. I could just come through the job, come and get you, take you on a date and do something unexpected. Cause time in relationship terms is an investment. Let's not waste it. Yes, I'm anxious, cause none at all can test our patience. Hit me when I am speaking so we can hook up a meeting at whatever spot you frequent. We could just spend the weekend and sneaking and creeping, no sleeping, keeping the furniture squeaking. Hit it on what you're teaching. In other words, all I'm needing you to hear what I'm speaking. We can hook up a meeting at whatever spot you frequent. Or we could just spend the weekend and sneaking and creeping, no sleeping, keeping the furniture squeaking. Hit it on what you're teaching. In other words, all I'm needing is you. We gon' work it out. You know that we gon' work it out. I know we will. We gon' work it out. You know that we gon' work it out. You know the deal. We gon' work it out. Come on, we gon' work it out. Let's just chill. We gon' work it out. Come on, we gon' work it out. Okay, right. Shout out for that super chat love. Not much of a thug, first to admit I'm a sucker for love. My life is living proof that love is a drug. Teenage love, it happened during summer vacation. She used to call me Slim, she was something amazing. I was 2 years younger in age then. Yeah, she wasn't that old, true, but I lied like most dudes. Leave it to your sister come out and expose you. But she didn't mind, cause I was deep in the mind and heart. Likewise, sex I'm eagerly trying to start. Tight thighs, I was feeling the private part, but she crying and stop. She's a former great friend. Said I could have her, but I had to get her pregnant. And though I wanted sweetie badly, I wasn't ready to be a daddy in a long distance relationship. So now I reminisce the Stevie Wonder song called I Never Dreamed You Leave in Summer. Like damn. That's what I felt in the beginning, love. Guess I was wrong, cause look at how we ended up. Damn. But baby, that's how love go. Tell me if I'm wrong, baby, I don't know. It's like we love to live and live to love. Oh, how tough it is to give it up. When there's enough to get, can get enough. And when it gets rough, you ask yourself, is this love? We love to live and live to love. Oh, how tough it is to give it up. When there's enough to get, can get enough. And when it gets rough, you ask yourself, is this love? Let me tell you something though. If you find love, better go to it. Better run. Shout out to Marcus D. It's very rare that I do a set and only get the one Marcus D joint. I go wherever love but weights don't swallow. The ways of hating snakes in, I know just what it takes. The stakes is high, bro. We take the stage and make it our home. From London to the States, then Lagos, Tokyo, Cape Town, Morocco. We gon' shine tonight, listen. Hold the applause, ain't too many fresher than we. So raw, my toucher is 3 plus 1 more fantastic. 4 horsemen of the rebirth. Native tongues in foreign lands do your research, dig a little. What I scribble, send the ripples through time beneficial since Moni was in the middle. Now I'm out the box, but death swinging a sickle. Flipping stacks with no griddle, but ain't no taking it with you. And though it seems trite, this is the dopest opus you gon' notice in your life. With 3 of the chosen shoguns, cross the ocean on the mic. Every motion's a moment, the type of poet would write. Gotta focus and tight, my biography, cinematography and mahogany, obviously the finest hip-hop. I'm overlooked, but honestly about the artistry, cause me, Sykes, DL, and Marcus the perfect harmony. And I go wherever love awaits, don't follow the ways of hate and snakes, and I know it's what it takes. The stakes is high, bro. We take the stage and make it our home. And Lagos, Tokyo, Cape Town, Morocco. We gon' shine the night, and together we're a blinding light. So run it back, cause I go wherever love awaits, don't follow the ways of hate and snakes, and I know just what it takes. The stakes is high, bro. We take the stage and make it our home. From London to the States, then Lagos, Tokyo, Cape Town, Morocco. We gon' shine the night, and together we're a blinding light. Hey, take it back. Microphone check, 1, 2, don't sit out. Here to bring you that raw Maryland hip hop. Take it to the tip top, bring it back to the block. While my miser flip hop, on samples to get chopped. He can do what he want, kill it when the beat bump. Covered in shade amongst the presence of a G-Don. Pardon me, giant, I despise tyrants. My words are immortal, every song death defying. Hip hop didn't die yet, you haven't heard my shit. My album speak for itself when you see it, buy it. And back on topic, oh wait, there isn't one. Really doesn't matter, cause you can't say this isn't fun. If life is a bitch, then at least pick a pretty one. A beautiful struggle, treat her right, get it done, do what you want to. My usual hustle isn't for the weak, it take unusual muscle. Microphone check, 1, 2, don't quit it. Kicking hot shit since Peter God said spit it. Shit, think I didn't? I know no limit. No Master P. Bucktime's been there, did it. Drink Buckley's like water, cause your boy that sitting. Y'all walk around like you spit acidic. You just got bad breath but refuse to admit it. You couldn't make a hit up against bad pitching. Rhymes that I've written have touched my spirits. Hard to do that when you're writing bad lyrics. Flow is so ugly that it's known to crack mirrors. I teach you the secret but you don't have clearance. Well, hello, y'all spine yellow. Bird brain eccentrics, I'm calm and mellow. Sit back, relax, this is all day fellowship. Bang so hard, break through bone and marrow. Microphone check, 1, 2, keep going. I do what I do, y'all just keep the beat flowing. You know I keep going, keep rolling. Crash so many house parties, you gon' need slogans. Shield dog, feel me? My baby doll pretty. On a grown woman shit, I ain't R. Kelly. I'm all for Bush, just not the former presidents. Cause when it's all bald love, there's really no evidence. That's why I'm so hesitant. So ill, I should be sponsored by cough medicine. It's all relative. My song heaven sent, hip hop till I die. I'ma rep the 5 elements. Tell your residents, quick get the word out. Tell them about this nasty ass rapper that you heard about. Peace, we're out. Till you see me next time. I know you want more. Be patient to the next rhyme. Microphone check, 1, 2, don't stead out. I say, don't stead out. Y'all say, don't stead out. Microphone check, 1, 2, don't quit it. I say, don't quit it. Y'all say, don't quit it. Yeah. Microphone check, 1, 2, keep going. I say, keep going. Y'all say, keep going. Microphone check, 1, 2, don't stop. Stop. And I'm out. Yeah. Hey man, it's a long ass verse. So listen. Hey man, I appreciate the love. Now listen. If you're a fan of Samurai Champ Blue, you know this beat. And if you're a fan of me, you might have heard Substantial versus Samurai Champ Blue, which is a free download on my Bandcamp, and you can pick that joint out right there. I appreciate the love, man. Hey, don't worry, I got you. I got y'all. Not today. We're gonna get into some other stuff. This is a joint not most of y'all know, but the joint right here is called Make It Home. I'm trying to make it home. Listen, y'all need to listen to this. Yeah. Walk through this jungle like I'm never scared. Not of these lions, tigers, and bears. I watch out for leeches, snakes, and these pigs that try to stop me from reaching my kids. Maybe I'm too bold, just like my pappy. This world is cold, but it won't crack me. Slaving for pennies, you be happy. You hate your job, but you love your family. So you walking out the door and grind for a future you hope to see, overlooking undervalued, but why you slam you like notary? Jodeci, forever my lady until we go to meet our maker. But you bring me joy like that song from Anita Baker. When cake be running low, feeling like we need a baker. We'll sacrifice what we needed, baby, we don't need a savior. Step up like say this till we the next Will and Jada, or our struggle make us greater. Cause since I've been a kid, I've been trying to make it home. Finally caught my own crib, I'm just trying to make it home. Downside, super flat, we trying to make it home. Born here, but I'm black, so I'm trying to make it home. Stop me at the border, I'm trying to make it home. Police pull me over, trying to make it home. Yo, devil on my shoulder, trying to make it home. But these goals are even closer, time to bring them home. Like the late great Kobe, I'm raising these queens to let nothing stand in the way of their dreams. Nothing no real man won't do for their kids. Might see what you say, but they see how you live. Wishing I was home more, but I'm trying to keep the lights on. Working several jobs, trying to find the time to write songs. Wifey working too, but her main gig is way harder. Co-owner of a business, plus a stay-at-home mama. Can't be bringing home drama, bruh. Mainly good vibes. Work harder than a motherfucker, but we live the good life. Neighbors hit or miss, skin color still a threat. I feel I'm owed respect, but I'm the one that's still in debt. In this land built on a lie. Hard to be mad at the youngins that don't even try. But I'm off to the next gig, wife waiting on my text. Trying to get a leg up while they put a foot on my neck. Put arms to my chest when I'm raising fears. Even though that type of ish ain't happened to your boy in years. When I make it home, they breathe a sigh of relief. Kiss my wife and kids so they finally get some sleep. Cause since I was a kid, I've been trying to make it home. Finally caught my own crib, I'm just trying to make it home. Downside, super flat, we trying to make it home. Born here, but I'm black, so we trying to make it home. Stop me at the border, trying to make it home. Yeah, devil on my shit, I'm trying to make it home. Yo, hey, real quick, shout out to my brother Asheru. Cut him up on this joint. Like, I ain't working for my first name, I'm working for my last. And if you don't know who Asheru is, that's a DC legend right there. If you know what the Boondocks is, you should know who Asheru is. I'm working for my last. Shout out to RBI on the cuts. For the makers and the doers, creators and pursuers, risk takers and the star shooters. Hell yeah, we want it all. This is our future. For the job, biz, work it all for the kids. Trying to make it happen before it's too late. Won't let them every fear definitely in the head. Why the hell wouldn't you want to be great? Yeah. So listen. Still trying to make it home. What we gonna do next? We gonna shout out to my brother DJ Dextrine, aka Mona Risic. Shout out to Hot Out Productions. This song right here, to a certain degree, it's kind of like the second song that started it all. Started my solo career. And it goes, born in Maryland, let me make that home. County of PG's my home sweet home. I gotta put it down for my hometown. Indeed, the DC's my, listen, home to some of the wildest brothers on the planet. From blue collar workers to thugs and bandits. Got our own slang that we use in our grammar. Corny individuals, we call them bammers. If a nigga tripping, then we say dude is lunching. Good looking women translate into youngins. Here's buckets, so act like you know. We don't care what your name is, cause everybody's Joe. For real though, go-go's the music we invented. Chuck Brown, the junkyard, etc. Don't forget it. Who you think had the world doing the butt? DC, the PG, recognized what I was born in Maryland. Let me make that known. The county of PG's my home sweet home. Yo, we gotta put it down for my hometown. MD, the DC's my stomping ground. I was born in Maryland. Let me make that known. The county of PG's my home sweet home. Yo, I gotta put it down for my hometown. MD, the DC's my stomping ground. Listen. Rest in peace to DJ Dextrine, aka Mona Risic. I still remember the day that I went to the studio and Nujabes played that beat that was produced by Mona Risic. That's what he used to go by, and later went by DJ Dextrine. Rest in peace to that brother. R.I.P. Dextrine. Yes, yes. I hope y'all enjoying it. We ain't done yet. We got more joints. Let's get it. Matter of fact, the rest of the night, I'm just rapping over Japanese producers. Of course, I'm gonna do a couple Nujabes joints. I'm only gonna do 2 tonight. It's next month's February, so you know most of my set next month is gonna be Nujabes joints. But right now we're gonna show some love to DJ Keo on the remix. Yeah. What's going on? Hundreds of people stay in my direction. A few others who I resemble in my section. House lights dim, then I am placed under a spotlight. Others disappear as if the names were Bill Cartwright. Amongst chatter, I hear footsteps headed toward me. Oh my God, there is a vacancy reaching for me. The wire to which I'm connected make me unable to exit. Escape is impossible. Oh no, he's got me in a chokehold. Please make him put me back. While me black, I scream frantically, causing feedback. The crowd react with ruckus when him and his crew touches. Has to be a way to escape from his sweaty clutches. I'm losing it, slowly becoming suicidal because of his weak recital. Trying to become homicidal when I'm trapped here, wondering why the others didn't warn me. I could have avoided the swag nigga spitting on me. Microphone respect 1 2 1 2. Yo, without the microphone, what you gonna do? I say microphone respect 2 1 2 1. Yo, without the MIC, what you gonna do, son? We say microphone respect 1 2 1 2. Yo, without the microphone, what you gonna do? We say microphone respect 2 1 2 1. Hey, listen, it goes. If I was your MIC, do you think you could treat me properly instead of dropping me and abusing me? There's times I wish y'all would stop using me. Come on, if I was your MIC, do you think you could treat me properly instead of dropping me and abusing me? I gotta see you later, okay? Some people get cocky when they realize they got me. Anybody can rob me. Perpetrating dope is your presentation is sloppy. Too much for you to handle, now these suckers off to drop me. In this line of work, I get around more than a little bit. Hearing idiots trying to re-rhymes when they're illiterate. Don't know who to F with, this foam don't protect shit. Drowning in saliva, now I feel that's exaggerating the whackness. Y'all abusing your friend, don't be mad when they say you can never use me again. Yo, I know I'm not perfect, at times unreliable, but I'm the only reason why your voice is recognizable. Don't wanna blow me, now they smacking my head. How about you quit yelling and try rapping instead? I miss being embraced, now I'm greeted with a strangle. When would they realize I'm to be praised, not mangled? Microphone respect 1 2 1 2. Yo, without the microphone, what you gonna do? We say microphone respect 2 1 2 1. Yo, without the MIC, what you gonna do, son? We say microphone respect 1 2 1 2. Say without the microphone, what you gonna do? Come on, microphone respect 2 1 2 1. We take it back like one more time, like, come on. If I was your MIC, do you think you could treat me properly instead of dropping me and abusing me? Sometimes I wish y'all would stop using me. We say, if I was your MIC, do you think you could treat me properly instead of dropping me and abusing me? Sometimes I wish y'all would stop using me. Shout out to my youngest daughter, Destiny. She came through like that was her cue. She's like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, he about to do my verse. And she just, yeah, man. Hey, thank y'all for watching. I am not done. We got a couple more joints. I think it's like getting into these last 3 joints. Yeah, last 3 joints. And some of them y'all gonna know. Yeah, most of these y'all gonna know. We're gonna do some NujaBest joints. Both of those joints that I just did, they may not have been produced by NujaBest, but NujaBest was the one that presented the beats to me. It's his idea to bring these tracks in. This is taking y'all back 22 years. These tracks, these last 2 tracks I did were 22 years old, man. This next joint I'm gonna do though is about 12 years old. It's the last track. The track I'm gonna do next called City Lights. This is the last track that I actually recorded physically in the studio with NujaBest. A lot of people don't know that, but City Lights was the last track that we recorded together in the studio. And so I'm gonna do that next. And then after that, we're gonna get into Ain't No Happy Endings, another NujaBest produced joint. And to end it all, we're gonna get into a Kenichiro joint called Heart. Shout out to Kenichiro, congrats on the new album. I got a new song on there if you ain't heard it. All right. Shout out to all the love in the chat, all the donations, we really appreciate that. Yeah. Fade the fly, hey, fade the fly, hey. Sing it, come on, R.I.P. NujaBest, we say R.I.P. NujaBest, listen, yeah. Fade the black soundtrack to another night. It's the music of the rain in the city night. Shout out to Pace Rock, makes the whole city bright. Without the sparkle of hype, it's just another night. Fade the black soundtrack to another night. It's the music of the rain and the city lights. Feel no pain, it makes the whole city bright. Listen. Some play for keeps while you lay asleep. In the dark, your worst nightmare waits with heat. And it ain't the sun, though dawn is near. Air crisp and calm, I feel a storm is near. And I'm watching lightning dance across the skyline. Usually miss it, rarely find time to bask in blackness. Hint of line shine, but in a jazz pub, chilling, sipping on fine wine. Hypnotized by the strum of the upright. I feel like lost souls got their eyes on me some night, so I keep my eyes wide and move cautious. Step and find yourself in the brand new coffin by morning. Now you're one with the night breed. You should have known better if you're anything like we. But these city lights will seduce you. Day walkers beware if it's not what you used to. Fade the black soundtrack to another night. It's the music of the rain and the city nights. Feel no pain, the whole city bright. Without the sparkle of hype, it's just another night. And if you like that shirt, by the way, I forgot to even mention. If you like that shirt, you might know some of these songs. You know what I mean? What was it? We got Lyrical Terrorists, you know, we got Blessing It. We got Think Different, Eclipse, Car, City Lights. You know what I mean? Waiting for Clouds, all that good stuff. That's available on the store. Subartandmusic.com/merch. Also available on Bandcamp as well. Substantial.bandcamp.com. And friendly reminder, next Friday is Bandcamp Friday. This is the last Nuja Best joint I'm doing tonight. And then after this, it's like we finish that Kenichiro, and then we out here. Hands down, my favorite track that I did with Nuja Best. Hands down. I was 19 maybe when I wrote this. 20, 19 or 20, something like that. I think I was 19 when I wrote the first verse. 20 when I wrote the second. I'm 43. That's some old ass rhymes. They hold up though. All right, check it out. Listen. Yo, there ain't no happy endings, cause nothing really ends. When your life is over, another begins. And that's the way it works in the circle of life. Balancing those good days with them times of strife. Yo, there ain't no happy endings, cause nothing really ends. When your life is over, another begins. And that's the way it works in the circle of life. Balancing those good days with the times of strife. I'm just trying to make it life's precious for granted, I never take it. Every breath I breathe to me sacred. Back when I was young, my only love was football. And my mama learned to use curse words before I ever used to calm a little badass. All I liked in school was gym and art class. Life's changed and I was age 10 when my pops passed. His love for cancer sticks and alcohol proved to be tragic. My fam seen it all, we became immune to the havoc. My lyrics are satisfaction for those who used to be addicts. Soothing the beast within all those who used to be savage. I advocate the acronym FUBU, speak to you as if my tongue was tattooed with the word Yahoo. Using my freestyle to emancipate mind states. Fuck 21, I like to see 9-8. But this world's got me full of blind date. Blind date, and I hate cash flashing niggas with a passion. More than like the dollars and rocking the latest fashion. Seems like we either wanna be or be assassins. While children go to bed, the lullabies are gun blasting. No matter the weather, I'm striving to make it better. So my motto is a contradiction. Never say never, and I will not. I remain poetic like Gil Scott. Stand up, get up. My people, keep your head up and live every day like it's your last. Cause life only get harder as time go past. And yo, the sun might not come out tomorrow. Don't let your life end in sorrow. That's why we live every day like it's your last. Cause life only get harder as time go past. And yo, the sun might not come out tomorrow. Don't let your life end in sorrow. Cause there ain't no happy endings, cause nothing really ends. When your life is over, another begins. And that's the way it works in the circle of life. Balancing those good days and the times of strife. Yo, there ain't no happy endings, cause nothing really ends. When your life is over, another begins. I'm gonna tell y'all something that was on my mind while I was rhyming. Balancing those good days with the times of strife. So two things that crossed my mind, right? I thought about the fact that, one, I was 19 when I wrote this verse, right? And listening to those lyrics, like just thinking about like, yo, like I'm hearing some of the stuff I'm saying and like in the reflection in those words, and I'm like, it's hard sometimes for me to even believe I was 19 when I wrote it. And then it made me think, there's a line in there where I said, my lyrics are satisfaction for those who used to be addicts. It reminds me of a time I met this woman who was basically, you know, she's out here spreading the word. She's a Christian. She was trying to find people to help them convert, find Christ. And we were building, we were speaking. And she was talking about how she used to suffer from drug addiction and how crazy her life was until she found God. And I ain't trying to save you or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't, just let you know, we ain't going to church right now. I'm just telling you the story. And at that moment, I listened to her, and you know, everything was like, yo, thank God, thank God, thank God. You know, I'm so grateful for God, blah, blah, blah. And it was, and I respected it, and I thought it was beautiful. But one of the things I pointed out to her, and this woman was much older than me. I was like 16 or 17. I think I was 17 when I met this woman. And what I said to her, I was like,
yo, there ain't no happy endings, cause nothing really ends.
So I'm gonna let the hook finish. But ultimately, what I ended up saying to her was, it's like, yo, it's great to thank God. Give yourself some credit. That's what I told the sister. I was like 17. I was like, yo, just give yourself some credit. You know what I mean? Because you had to do the work. God gave you the ability to do the work. You know what I mean? And your faith in God empowered you to do what you had to do, but you had to do the work. So thank the Most High, thank whoever you pray to. That's beautiful. But also give yourself some credit because you are a child of God. You know what I mean? So stop separating yourself like you're this thing that, like, yo, know us. You know what I mean? Like, we have to do God's work, right? So if we got to do God's work, that work she did on herself, that was God working through her. She deserves some credit too. That's all I'm saying. I was 17 when I said that. And I'm sorry. You know, just had a moment, man, just thinking about it. But, hey, man, I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Glad y'all enjoying the show. But, yeah, man, rest in peace, do your best. And, you know, we're going to keep rocking. So, look, this joint right here, up next is called Heart. I don't do this song all the time. I'm going to try my best not to stumble on this joint. My daughter said, you'll be all right. Right. Not my first rodeo, won't be my last. But thank y'all so much for being here, man. This is the last song of the night. And shout out to Millen for being patient. We're going to jump into the Q&A shortly after this, all right? I remember when Wealth, my nephew, heard this track when I was writing to it. He was like, Unc, what is that? And I told him, I was like, it's a new song I got right to. He's like, you gonna rap to that? People don't rap the music like this. I was like, sure they do. Then I did H-E-R, we be heart and soul, proud and bold. H-E-R, we be heart and soul. The music need a little more heart, little more soul, either too dark or a little too cold. Way too many shallow verses, nothing deep, rather surface. Too weak to be defined as timeless, so we gotta find these blinded rhymers. They shine diamonds and fancy coats. It's showing what matters most. Rappers boast, stunt and show off, scared to be looked at as something so soft. When they hardly real, making so-called music you hardly feel. That's why they leave a lot left to be desired. So we try to rhyme to rekindle the fire, taking it higher. The simple man with a pen, trying to make them use something you can feel again. Yup, the simple man with a pen, trying to give you something you can feel again. Yup, the simple man with a pen. Listen. He who's in love with the art should know it's always best to come from the heart. When the music don't feel the same, you need to let the world feel your pain. He who's in love with the art should know it's always best to come from the heart. When the music don't feel the same, you need to let the world feel your pain. He who's in love with the art should know it's always best to come from the heart. Yo, when the music don't feel the same, you need to let the world feel your pain. He who's in love with the art should know it's always best to come from the heart. Listen, when the music don't feel the same, you need to let the world feel your pain. H-E-R, we be heart and soul, proud and bold. H-E-R, we be heart and soul, proud and bold. H-E-R, we be heart and soul, proud and bold. H-E-R, we be heart and soul, proud and bold. Amen. Thank y'all so much. I hope you enjoyed the show. For those of you who are down and stick around, of course, we're getting ready to jump into the chat. We can go ahead and stop that joint right there. Bang. Yeah, man. So, I know y'all just had the super close up. So, look, thank y'all again. I just wanted to let everybody here know that I appreciate you. We're getting ready to take a quick break. We're going to jump into this Q&A. And just hold tight 1 second. We're going to get Millen back on here. Millen. All right.
What's
what
going
up,
on? I got AirPods in now, so hopefully there's no delay.
Okay. So, Millen, we can't hear you yet.
Hello,
Hold
hello.
on. Let me fix something on my end. Hold tight.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hold on 1 second, good sir. Oh no, Millen's gonna be back in a second. Hold on 1 second. Y'all hold on 1 second. We're gonna go to black for like a minute tops. But y'all talk amongst yourselves in the chat and we're coming right back. Millen, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, hear you perfectly. So what I'm about to do, I'm gonna cut off my speakers, get some headphones real quick, and then we're gonna chop it up. So it's gonna be just you on the screen for 1 second, okay?
Cool. Hello, everyone. This is a chord. This is another chord. I don't even know if you guys can hear that or not.
Yeah. Check 1 2. Millen, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Let us know in the chat if you're getting an echo from Millen. And I'm gonna fix something on our end if so, because I think I know what it is.
Audio-wise, I get an echo here.
Okay.
I don't know. That has anything to do with it.
Got you. Hold on 1 second. What you can also do, Millen, is turn on echo cancellation on yours. All right.
Yep, I actually just turned that on recently.
Okay.
But I'm still hearing the echo in my ear.
Got you. All right. Sorry about that.
Let me try this.
Okay.
Let me try something.
Cool.
Oh.
Check 1 2.
Is there an echo?
I hear myself a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's kind of low. All right.
Hopefully that fixed it.
Yeah, it sounds good on my side. In the chat, let us know how it sounds, y'all.
I still hear it, but I can live with it.
Okay. Cool. Hey man, if you're good, I'm great.
I might just take one ear out.
Yeah. So
With
peace.
the echo.
All right. I hope that sounds all right, everybody. Okay. So at this time we're starting the Q&A. Yeah. Now it's official. It's not official until the Q&A pops up on the actual screen. All right. But yeah, man, peace everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show. First of all, thank you to Millen, man. Millen, I already knew you were dope, but that was something to behold, man. That was super dope, man. I enjoyed it. It was making it hard for me to do work in the background. I'm like, I'm trying to catch every comment, but like at the same time, I want to type comments and say stuff, even though I knew you couldn't read it while you were performing, you know?
Man, I appreciate that. I love making music so much, and for so long it was recording in my basement. And recently I got the opportunity to perform at the 930 Club in DC, and it just like took so much energy to go on stage and perform, and I had the best time of my life. So this was like a great opportunity for me to stretch that, and I can't thank you for the opportunity.
Hey man, it's my pleasure. I'm just happy that you were able to do it. I know when I first had the idea, I think we spoke literally, was it New Year's Day? I think we spoke about doing this. And at that time I had been thinking about it for a few days, and I was like, man, I hope he's willing to do it. I know this, these live streams can be a bit tricky when you're doing everything yourself, and especially if you've never done it, right? Like, yeah, because once I did my first ones a long time ago, man, I realized there was so much equipment I needed to get, and then you get all the equipment, and then you're like, holy hell, like I got to do this by myself. It's like,
Yeah,
wow,
hopefully
like,
next time there's no echo.
yeah. Well, oh man, we'll troubleshoot. We'll figure it out, man. Definitely. And yeah, I'd love to have you back on here, man. I'm sure the audience would agree. They seem like they thoroughly enjoyed it. Hopefully, you got some new fans. You know, my whole family is a fan. We were literally having pizza before sound check, listening to you with your songs on shuffle. So yeah, we were ready.
Wow. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. But like, if y'all got questions in the chat, please, you know, just throw them at us, and we'll try to get to each of them before we go, because we're wrapping tonight at 10. So yeah.
Warpath said, it's funny because I got this playing on my phone and TV, and it's like there's four of them speaking. That's awesome. Sorry, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. Hey, so can I what was it? So how long have you been making music? I'm sure, you know, like a lot of people, you probably started as a kid, like, you know. So what was your journey?
Yeah, so when I was little, my parents do Indian classical music. So I grew up sleeping at their programs and basically just like falling asleep in front of the speaker. So the vibrations were like going crazy. And I think that was just in me since birth. You know, even before my mom did programs with me in the womb. So I was like right there the whole time. And if you see, this is my basement. And what I had on this swing was these, which are called tablas. My dad plays tabla. Basically, what you do is there's two different pitches. And he's crazy good at it. But I kind of grew up with that. And then I got into choir in school and learned some good vocal technique and ran with a crowd of really good musicians. They helped me kind of grow my production skills and things like that. So that's kind of the path that I've taken. And you know, it's just throughout COVID, I've been recording a lot and posting on Instagram, and so that kind of helped build the following a little bit. And it's other than that, it's been really good and smooth.
That's what's up, man. Well, yeah, I mean, listen, man, the work has definitely been paying off, brother. Like I can hear it in everything you do. Yeah, so
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, man. So I'm getting the bat signal over here saying that we got questions. Okay, so the question was, when did you start singing, Millen?
That's a tough question. Here's a fun story though. In fourth grade, they ask you if you want to join choir. That's the earliest you can join choir. And I was really against it. I did not want to sing. I was so into basketball. Basketball was my lane. And there was a moment where my choir teacher had asked like 4 or 5 times, like, all right, it's the last call. Who wants to join choir? And my mom had beat into my head, you gotta do it. So I at the last second, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I joined choir and didn't really look back since then. My teachers were always awesome. So I guess you could say seriously since like the fourth grade, but my mom sings too. So I've been singing since I've been taking lessons with her since like I was little.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. All right, what's the next question? All right. So the question is, what is my opinion on the Japanese hip hop scene? I would say honestly, I don't know if I'm really kind of qualified to give an opinion on it anymore. And it's mainly because most of the artists that I'm familiar with in the Japanese hip hop scene have been around a very long time. You know, so I think it's been a while since someone has introduced someone new to me who I didn't collaborate with, right? Like it's been a while since I've been put on, because the last time I was even in Japan was 2018, you know, and I'm sure if things kind of went different, or COVID and all of this stuff, I'd probably be there right now. but yeah, so I honestly, I don't really have a great answer for that question, because most of the people I know have kind of been around for a while. And then the interesting thing is, a lot of these artists, not all of them, but a lot of them are sometimes getting more love outside of Japan than they are in Japan. Like, they get a decent amount of burn at home. Like the ones that I know of, they get a decent amount of love at home, and some of the homies are literal pop stars there. But like the indie ones, like they get some burn. They're doing like small gigs and stuff like I sometimes do here. And then they have like different places where they can do the much larger gigs. And then sometimes they head over to like South Korea, maybe Taiwan or other places, and get burned in some of those places. So that's about the best I can answer that. Like, I haven't been on it, man. I've really, a lot of people, because of COVID, are just kind of trapped in their little bubble. And because now, like, I'm not just relaxing at home, I'm literally working, you know what I mean, from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. So it's like, if a new artist isn't really hitting me up like that, I'm not really discovering music as often as I once did. I'm mainly discovering things through submissions to my soulful hip-hop playlist. That's actually how I discovered Millen, you know what I mean? Because I think the producer, because I don't think Millen himself submitted, I think the producer on the track submitted via dailyplaylist.com. And full disclosure, I loved the song, but it technically wasn't a hip-hop song, so I was like, I am so torn right now. Like, I want to put it on here, but there's no verse. so I literally added it to like I got like this playlist called Soulful Vibes, and then I got like another one called Future Soul, and I added it to both those playlists, and then and added it to my general library on Spotify, and I just kept playing your music, and then I found out you were from Maryland. I was like, hey, I'm calling this dude. I got a song for him that I think would be amazing, and here we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that was crazy. I'm so glad that was the route too. That means a lot because you know my main thing with recording is I want to make sure that my Spotify page is nice and clean and has my best products and stuff. So
right.
That means a lot that you even listen to any of it.
Man, yeah, man. That I played that one song probably. I might as well have put y'all on the playlist, because y'all got at least 5 to 10 plays from me within a day or two of the one song. Matter of fact, I think that same day I went to your page, and then I heard like maybe 4 or 5 other ones. And then that week I just kind of just vibed to it, and I was working on a song, and I actually had a different singer in mind for it originally. But then I start questioning if they had the right chops or style for the production. And then I just listened to the beat, and I listened to them again, and then I went and listened to your stuff later that day, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna hit this guy up. I'm
sorry to that person out there.
Oh, they're fine, man. I just talked to them the other day. I got something else for them that I think is more fitting, and we're still going to work, but it just wasn't that one. You know what I mean? But and ironically enough, he hit me up the day that song came out, because I'm pretty sure he recognized the beat. Like, hey, that was the beat.
Oh.
It's like, wait a minute. But nah, man. I mean, he's dope in his own right, man. And we're definitely going to do work, you know. But all right, let's see what other questions we got. Favorite soundtrack? Oh wow. Okay. So so when she says soundtrack, I'm assuming she's talking about like music I've done for like video games or like anime tribute type stuff. Of those songs, which one is my favorite? Man, you know one that's my favorite. It has not come out yet, and that's, well, let me say this: you can find it. It's just not on Spotify yet, and the video game hasn't come out. But the song is called I think it's the song from the Renane. It's a video game that's a retro style game called Renane. And oh my God, I cannot remember the name of the song. Yeah, but it was so shout out to my homie Mason Lieberman. It's the first video game song that I had the opportunity to make for the soundtrack, and they basically gave me like nearly 30 stems of live instrumentation and was like, do a remix of this. So they allowed me to reproduce it, and then they asked me to write something for it. So me and my DJ, we did something for it, and it's literally escaping me the name of it. But I would say my second favorite from soundtracks I've done, I really, really like the song that I did for PUBG Mobile, the first one I did for them, I think it's called The Growth. Growth. Yeah, that song I think is at like 70-some million plays or something stupid right now on YouTube. Shout out to all the PUBG Mobile fans, man. Y'all, God, it's just crazy. But yeah, that's
awesome,
dude. Yeah, that song was probably my favorite to do of the ones that are released. So yeah, thanks for the question. All right, what's next? Ooh, that's a great question. Let's start with Millen. Millen, how did you know music was your career path?
Let me tell you. I had I guess my parents always told me that like they're musicians, and they also have full-time jobs.
Mhm.
So they always told me like it's good to have an academic degree, but that shouldn't prohibit you from doing what you want to do. So I started my college career just under finance as a finance degree. And after that first year, I found myself in the performing arts building way more than any other building, even like my room. And so I told myself one time while walking out of that building, I was like, why am I not doing this as well? I can do a double major. And I know it's going to be hard, but I want to like focus so much. So I actually graduated with two majors.
Wow.
And I mean, when I made that decision, I knew I was going to have to commit like really hard to this, and it has been so fulfilling to do that. So I've always done it as a hobby, but I think that was a big moment where I was like, oh, I'm going to take this seriously. You know.
That's amazing, man. Shout out to you for being that. That's a lot of dedication, bro. And I say that because I'm a college dropout. So yeah, so that is.
hey, I mean, you're doing great.
Man, I'm doing
maybe
okay.
I should have done the same.
Man, I mean, I would never tell you that, right? Yeah, man. No, I think that, dude, that's an amazing story. Like, yeah, for me, it like I knew kind of early on that I was going to be doing something in the arts. Like I would say when I was a little kid, you know, it was all about art and football for the most part. You know, like those two things and my mama were the things I love most. And then I want to say probably after my freshman year, getting like I had a lot of injuries playing football, bruised ribs, hyperextension in my right elbow, hyperextension in my right or left knee. I can't remember. And what was it? Severe sprain. It was a couple things. I broke a bone in my hand, like all in 1 year. And it's funny, of all of those injuries, the one that made me say maybe this ain't for me is when I broke the bone in my hand, because I went to a school where it was the Suitland Center of the Performing Arts. And so I was there for art. And when I broke the bone in my hand, I couldn't draw. But my drawing teacher wasn't trying to hear that. So she basically made me start drawing with my left hand and made the entire class for like a month. Like our whole drawing class had to learn to draw with their left hand for a month. And so for a couple years, I was basically ambidextrous. I could draw with both hands. I couldn't write very well with both. But and so anyway, so I knew football wasn't going to be it. And during that same year, I really, really started taking rap like very serious. And by that summer, I was making my own beats. And literally, I produced my first demo with some homies that summer. And as quick as I made my first demo, we were in talks with people from like Columbia Records. And then later I met like people who were with Jive Records and all of these. I just kept meeting people in the industry and getting in these competitions, and I was turning some heads. And it made me realize at a very young age, I was by the time I was 16, I think I had already talked to like 2 major labels. And so I knew that it was something that was viable. And I said to my sister,
You knew it was substantial.
I knew it was something substantial. He said it, not me. I just agreed with him. But yeah, man. So I knew it was possible. And then fast forward, when it was time for me to choose where to go to college, I knew I was going to go to art school. And so I went to Pratt Institute in Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to Brooklyn. And I chose Brooklyn in particular because I got into a few different schools, some here, Corcoran School of Art, and then I got into, I think it was Art Institute of Pittsburgh and Philly maybe. And so I knew I wanted to either be in Philly or I wanted to be in New York. And staying home was like the last option. And it was mainly because of the music scenes. I was like, yo, I want to be in those music scenes. I feel like, for what I do as a rapper, those are the places I probably need to be. And so when I got into Pratt, I looked at how much it was, and I got some money. I didn't get a whole lot to go, and Pratt's a very expensive school. It's like $30,000 a year. And so while I was there, I think I was in talks with A&R from Def Jam, and I had a demo I was trying to get to them, but I was being a perfectionist and took too long. So I finally got it to them. And by the time I got it to him, he was like, man, this is amazing. But I just signed this other artist. And so I really don't have time to work with you anymore at this point. And so literally within weeks of that happening, I got hit up by Nujabes in Japan. He got my number through a homie who I went to college with. So thankfully I went to school because that's how I made the connect. But once I got that deal, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to focus. I was going to be flying from, the U.S. to Japan back and forth, either touring or doing all this stuff. And I just told my mom, I was like, hey, if I stay here, I'm going to be about $100,000 in debt when I come out of school. And I don't know if I want to work regular jobs. Like I want to rap, and I don't know making the type of rap I make because I'm not doing this pop stuff. You know what I mean? Like, my stuff ain't necessarily for everybody, right? And so I knew, I was like, man, I didn't want to dig too deep of a hole for myself. So I, took a leap of faith, and my mom supported it. And yeah, man, that was a long way of getting to the point, but yeah, there it is.
No, that's amazing. Like
Thanks,
the leap that you took when you were like, oh, me taking too long to get this demo is like a big hindrance in trying to do what I want to do. You just took off. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, we got more questions? Ooh, I was about to make a real inappropriate joke, but so I'm definitely going to let Millen go first so I can find something more mature to say.
Oh God.
So if
I didn't get a question.
I keep forgetting that you can't hear Serenity. So it's the question was, if you could do it all over again, would you do the same thing or do something different?
I definitely I'd do the same thing. I think I've worked really hard to try and balance these two lives, of my finance degree and music. But I learned so much about so many different things about the real world and how money moves around, and then also like how to just enjoy life and focus on creativity and making something new. But also about like meditation. Leaving one finance class and having to like focus and switch my mindset to perform in front of my professors and stuff like that was a huge like I learned the importance of a deep breath. I think that was a really big one. So no, I definitely wouldn't have done it any other way. The only thing that I wanted to do is maybe add like a sociology minor. Because I think that sociology is really cool and how people interact with each other and all that stuff. No, I think this is how it was meant to be.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. I think I would say the same. I wouldn't. I think there are, if I'm being 100% honest, there are certain things I would do differently, but for the most part, for the most part, I wouldn't change much. I think I'd keep about 95% of the, the decisions I made and the path I went. I'd stick with it. I think, because it led me to so many things, you know what I mean? Like, if I did get that demo in sooner, I would have possibly, I'm not saying I definitely would have been, I may have been on Def Jam, right? And not necessarily with Nujabes. And I feel like if I went with the major, they would have tried to mold me into something that fit into a lane that was already out there. And by going the path I went, and going to Japan and making this music with Nujabes, we kind of built this whole other lane, this whole world. Like there's literally movements that exist, a global movement of hip hop artists through, whether we're talking about lo-fi or some of the jazzy hip hop that came a bit later, like I would say like second or third generation of jazzy hip hop artists or jazz hop artists that like were inspired by this era that I was a part of. And so of course that, but the biggest thing is like the path I took, it led me to my wife, you know what I mean? And so, that's probably more than anything else. Like if I go a different route, I might not get to my wife. I might not have these beautiful little girls, you know what I mean? And yeah, my life would be very different. And I like my life. My life's pretty dope, even when it gets super hard, son, because it be hard sometimes. But I appreciate all of this. So I wouldn't change much. I definitely would have probably been friends with somebody like you sooner so I could get some great financial advice. So yeah, because I feel like there were certain lumps that I took along the way that I didn't have to take. But financial literacy is not really a thing in the communities I grew up in. At least they weren't then. And so, and I feel like that's a huge thing, and that's part of the reason why I teach the business of music to a lot of young artists now. All right, next question.
That's awesome.
KDFoxx. KDFoxx asks, Millen, who are your inspirations?
Musically, Moonchild is a huge inspiration to me. I listen to Moonchild every day. And I study, and the cool thing is they post their instrumentals as well. So I listen to their instrumentals for production, and trying to figure out what is making them push and pull the music, the way they do. And how can I replicate that in my own style. Moonchild, Anderson .Paak. There's some deeper cuts too. I really like this artist named Elijah Fox. Lawrence is a gigantic influence on me, and they actually asked me to open for them at 930 Club. So that's how I got that gig. And hopefully there will be more in the future. So I've been in talks with them and stuff. So hopefully things go well. But yeah, honestly, a lot of soul, R&B, neo soul, the neo soul movement. The first album I ever listened to fully through was Hiatus Coyote, Choose Your Weapon.
Oh my God!
When I listened to that album,
crazy.
I just stared at my wall and listened to the whole thing. And after that, the way I thought about music like turned 180. So that's I can't talk about influence without talking about them.
Yeah, no, that album, I remember exactly what I was doing when I heard that album for the first time. I was in the car with J Soul. Shout out to J Soul. Shout out to Baltimore. Amazing producer and a dope vocalist as well. Yeah, man, he put me on. He played that album. We were literally driving to Franklinton, North Carolina, on our way to do an in-store at Barnes & Noble to promote his album. And he played that album for me. And after that, we had to pull over and wipe the brains from off the glass because, yeah, it just blew my brain to bits. It was insane. Like that record, yo, Napalm, man, oh my God.
So in my music I do a lot of background vocals that are inspired by napalm, especially if it's like heavy vibrato. You know, like those are very napalm lines. So you'll definitely be able to hear that in what I'm doing. She crazy.
Yeah, insane. Next question. If you had the feature an uncommon instrument in a future album, what would it be? All right, so heavily. So I've already started doing the instrument that I've dreamed of including in more of my music, and that was, shout out to Malcolm Jackson, who's an amazing percussionist. He plays xylophone, he plays vibraphone, he plays marimba, he plays drum set. Yeah, man, that guy is super talented. And so years ago when he reached out to me and was like, hey, man, I would love to collab and play on some of your stuff at some point, blah, blah, blah. And I asked him what instrument he played. And when he said xylophone, I was clutch the pearls. I got so excited, especially because I was starting to do more instrumental stuff. And so I just thought it would be awesome. And so that was the first thing. I would say another uncommon instrument that I would like to feature. Ooh. Man, outside of that. Oh, a harp. I met a harpist. I think that's harpist, right? I mean, you would know, Millen. You would know better than me.
I think so. I think harpist.
We're going to go with harpist.
Harper.
You said what?
Harper. I
think Harper. Right. Right. So, man. I met a young lady, 17-year-old harpist. She was in one of my music business classes at Omega School, and I was just like, that would be a dope ass instrument just to feature at random. You know what I mean? Like, yo, kill the harp, son. Harp solo and 5. No, I just harp solo. I just think that would be dope. I've definitely sampled a harp a few times since I was like maybe 16. I've sampled it at least 5 or 6 times in different beats I've made. So I think that would be interesting. Because how many dope hip hop songs out there have like amazing harp sections, right? Or just harp in general in it. So, that I'm going to get to work, y'all. I'm going to see what I can do. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be fun bringing that to shows. How about you?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm really lucky because I grew up with in an Indian household with Indian instruments. So I've had so much fun just playing around on my dad's tablas that I showed you earlier, which are actually in See the Light, which I performed. So they're kind of buried in there, but I, a little bit more mixing. I'm gonna pull things out and make it a little clearer. So I got to do that. And actually, my dad and I are very late night people. And there was one night, like 2:30 a.m. and I was just not motivated to play anything, but I really wanted to do music. So I was kind of worn out from the day. And my dad comes downstairs at 2:30 a.m. and says, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I'm just trying to make music, but like it's, I open up this session called See the Light, and I don't really know what to do. And I was like, wait, Douglas could go really well on this. And so he sat down right there, and I sat right here, and we tracked the tabla, and it was one of the cooler recording sessions that I've ever done. I also my favorite instrument is the flute. And I had a flute solo in that song as well. So that song kind of features both of them. But something that I really want to incorporate and I've been learning is the wooden flute. I really want to see if I could get good enough to record that, and get a clean sound out of that. Other than those things, my dad showed me a video the other day with a jaw harp, and I was like, that's kind of cool. You put it on your mouth, and then you vibrate it, and your mouth becomes the sound gauge, and like that's what's vibrating, and you can move your tongue into like,
oh wow,
it's cool. But Maybe that. I don't know. There's a spot in my car that I hit when I'm driving. That sounds like a really cool snare. So maybe that too.
Oh, another instrument I would like. I've sampled it a few times too. But if I meet somebody who it was, I think it's pan flute, right? That's the joint. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my God, man. Yeah, where they
I
got
have one somewhere around here.
Yeah, man. Some of the dopest beats. Like, flutes are dope, but like it's the sound of a pan flute, man. It's just something.
This kind of thing.
Oh wow, he got the.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, man. I would see. I forget what part of South America those brothers and sisters are from, but I would see bands that are from this particular part of South America, and they'd always have that instrument. And every time I hear it, I'm like, ooh, I don't know if my phone's gonna be able to record good enough quality, but I want to take y'all selling CDs. Y'all got something? Y'all on YouTube? Right. I definitely want to sample this. Yeah, man. All right, next question. I think we got time for. Oh, it's 10 now. So what? How you feeling? How you doing, Millen? You got time for like maybe two more? Okay. Millen says.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. What era of R&B has the most influence on you, Millen?
I mean, I always find myself going back to D'Angelo. Like I think that he does such a great job of telling a story in Neo Soul. So I know that a lot of the time it's easy to do that. Oh, that's weird with delay. But
it sounded dope.
A lot of the time when you do stuff like that, it's hard to be able to like tell an arc with the music. And I mean, I grew up listening to like pop rock in like the 2000s and stuff. And those things or that genre tells a really good story. So I wanted to try to incorporate that. And I think D'Angelo does like one of the best jobs of that for sure. And that's what I like about Moonchild as well. So pretty much any D'Angelo influenced modern R&B is kind of what I've been listening to a lot.
Yeah, man. Good answer. I think my favorite era of R&B might be 70s. Yeah, like some of the 70s R&B, man. Some late 60s stuff too. I mean, like when I listen to Stevie from that era, oh my God. Yo, like, oh, man. Have you ever seen Stevie live?
No.
Hey, I will never leave my wife, man. My wife could smack me in the face with something for no reason. I wouldn't leave her. And it's because she knows how I feel about Stevie Wonder. And yeah, she took me to go see Stevie Wonder. It was I think an early Father's Day gift or something like that. Yeah, she is no, it wasn't early. It was just a Father's Day gift. And my shero. She's the real MVP. But
that's amazing.
Yeah, man, Stevie is that guy. But
Earth, Wind, and Fire is a big one.
Oh my God, Earth, Wind, and Fire. The Elements. The Elements. Yo, their arrangements, man. Oh my God, yo, I got goosies. Like straight up, bro.
And the mixing on all their albums are so good.
Yeah, man. For all of y'all in the chat, some of these folks that we're talking about who you've never listened to, who you've never listened to, do yourself a favor, go listen to them. And I also want to point out too, because he was talking about D'Angelo a second ago. It's important to also talk about because I know a lot of y'all listen to a lot of lo-fi. And whenever we talk about lo-fi, we usually talk about Nujabes and we talk about Dilla and their influence on that scene. But it's important to know that the neo soul sound that Jay Dilla helped cultivate that sound, and a lot of people credit Dilla with actually being at the forefront of that sound. Because even that Janet Jackson, you don't know what you got till it's gone. like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis took inspiration from Jay Dilla, a remix that he did for what's the band's name? Oh my God, I know their name. Brand New Heavies, a remix that he did. So they took inspiration from what he was doing to make that song, and that song was a huge hit and definitely had that neo soul like flavor. But they were pulling from him to create that sound. And when you think of Erykah Badu and I mean, yeah, man. So, oh my God, all the Goosies. All right, stop.
Ooh, yeah, all the Goosies.
Crazy. Other questions from my baby mama. Okay, put it up on the screen. There's your question, Millen.
There we go. Okay. I would say I'm primarily a guitarist. I also play keys. It's kind of a toss-up because I think I'm better at producing with keys, but I'm better performing with guitar. So that makes things a little complicated sometimes. Right. But yeah, guitar keys, and then I have my little. Oh, I dropped you. My electric drum kit here, so I play on that every once in a while.
Nice.
And then bass. I'd say those are the four that I'm most proficient at. But like I like to noodle. I think it's more important to learn how to play an instrument than to learn an instrument. Because and those are two very different things. Learning how to play an instrument is taking the instrument and going, okay, how are we going to work together? You know, learning like, okay, I can learn the fundamentals, but once I know the fundamentals, how do I express something with you? You know, and that's the most important part, I think, because you will go from being 10% proficient to 60% proficient. If you just pretend like you know how to play the instrument, and you just have communication. Have communication with it. So I'd say the only thing I really haven't dabbled in is brass, because I just can't get the whole reed situation figured out and stuff. But other than that, I mean, those are the primary instruments. And then if you think of those as little bubbles, I have a couple of branches from that. You know, the djembe and tabla drums and you know, maybe a little. I haven't picked up a violin, but I'm sure I can figure that out with the fingering with guitars and stuff.
That's dope, man. When I was talking about earlier, some of the regrets, like why I wouldn't do everything exactly the same, being able, like sticking with an instrument probably would have been the biggest thing. My mom tried to put me, she had paid for keyboard lessons for me, but I think, you know, like my mom was a single mom, couldn't really afford to really do a lot of things outside of like the bare necessities when I was young. So like I was in, I want to say, I think I had like maybe 3 or 4 weeks. Like I was there for a month, and then she couldn't afford it anymore, so they pulled me out. But she ended up using what little she had to cop me a keyboard, and the little bit I learned how to play on there, you know what I mean? Oh, when the Saints go marching, you know, and all of that basic stuff. And I feel like every kid in the hood learned how to play Lean on Me, Lean on Me, yeah, boom, doom, 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 doom. Everybody learned how to play that joint. And so, yeah, man, I definitely wish I stuck, you know, that I was able to stick with an instrument. But I'm blessed that, you know, I basically, I want to say that love for music that I got introduced to at a very young age, and then my love of hip hop. You know, hip hop is just making something out of nothing a lot of times, you know. And so, yeah, man, that's super dope.
Well, something that you do that is really impressive is, and I think it's important for all rappers to do this, is you really listen to the beat when you're rapping. Like your flow and everything is very much fit into what the beat is doing. And that's what playing an instrument is like how can I listen to this and then fit that one little thing in there? You know, like it's so easy on a guitar. Once you find the string and you find the note, just go. And that right there is fitting right into the beat the right amount, but it's just one note over and over and over again.
Right.
And I think like what you're doing with your flow is like being in the forefront, but also sitting in everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like honestly, the way that your ear works is from a musician's perspective for sure.
Yeah, I always say thank you. I always say one of the things. There was something that like Chuck D is one of my heroes in hip hop, you know, and I got so much respect for him, and he showed me a lot of love over the years. But you know how like no matter how much you love somebody, there's always something that that someone will say, and you're like, yeah, I don't know about that though. And one of the things he said was he was talking about he was basically saying how rap isn't music, right? It's for application over music, and when he said that like it hurt my soul. Because I feel like, you know, great rappers are musicians. You know what I mean? There are some rappers that literally are just kind of putting what they do over the music. And no matter what music you put in front of them, they're going to do the exact same thing. Those guys are not musicians. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know, I spend a lot of time before I even write to something, you know, I'm spending like maybe if I have time to write to it, I'm spending days, sometimes weeks, just scatting. You know, like maybe I'll get an idea and then I write the idea down. But like a lot of times, at one point, I would say like 80% of the songs I would record, I'd literally just put down scat tracks and record those, and then I would go back and I'd loop sections, the parts that I really like what I was doing. I would loop those parts over and over again, and I just scat with it. And literally turn those sounds into words, and then match the tones and stuff. And then if I added melody in certain parts, like, but that's how I was writing at one point in time. Like now I've done that so much now that I'm able to kind of skip that longer process and just kind of get to it. But you know, shout out to my homie Kokai. Shout out to Nujabes. Shout out to Flo Brown. And a bunch of other. Shout out to Tone Deaf. So many rappers I work with over the years and producers I work with over the years that kind of encourage me to use my singing voice. Because when I was younger, I was in, what's it called, honors chorus and stuff, and I used to be baritone. So, like, I had some vocal training and stuff, and, you know, first started with the school chorus, and then, like, they would pick certain key people, like who were, you know, doing could do a bit more. Like, of course I could do tenor, but like my voice, I was able to hit those notes, those baritone notes too. And so, you know, so it was me and a couple of other brothers, like I forget how many tenors, but it was only me and one other dude that was singing baritone. And that dude went on to Juilliard. So so that was the company I was.
Wow.
You know, I was in honors course with this guy. So I knew, like, I wasn't his level, but I knew what to do. And I keep all of that stuff in mind when I write my music, you know.
Absolutely. And especially when you're singing with somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
It helps because those the people that sing really well in choir are the people that listen and try to blend with the person next to them.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps when they're actively trying to blend with you, for you to look and go, I can make this minor tweak and blend with you better.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think choir is a great exercise. Being in a choir is a great exercise for trying to like fit into the whole. You know. So that's probably a big reason why you have that ear to try and fit into everything too, because you were blending with somebody that was also really good at blending.
Wow. Yeah, man. I definitely appreciate the time. Shout out to Miss Anderson. You know what I mean? I'm grateful for the lessons. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man. Yeah. All right. Another question. I think this may need to be what we 10. Yeah, let's wrap. How many questions are left? Are there a lot? I'm looking at my daughter's face like there's a lot of questions. All right, let's. How about 2 more questions, Millen? What do you think?
Yeah, no problem. We can do a rapid fire.
All right. Oh yeah, rapid fire. So we'll try to do 1-word answers when possible, or 1-sentence answers. Yep. How about that? My daughter looked at me and said, "Please."
We're taking too long. Sam, we can do this all day.
Please. So serious. I just got scolded, B. Please. All right. Put it on the screen so we can see it. There's your question from Maglo. Hey, Millen, look up that guy's music. You are welcome. Maglo is fire. Hashtag my friends are fire. Hey, listen, to everybody who's here, when you see me post about a musician or artist and I say they're dope and I know them personally, even if I don't know them personally, if I say they're dope, just click on the damn link.
Just click on the
Click on the link because I wouldn't be posting about it if it wasn't fire. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that question is for you, Millen.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, read the question out loud because I can't see the question.
It says, do you practice scatting from improvising? I'm always so impressed with instrumentals. With any instrumentalist that can improvise. Yeah, I love listening to jazz. And it's the same thing we were talking about before, where it's like once you start listening to the music and trying to fit inside of it, you fall in love with that feeling. And that's what it feels like when I'm scatting. It's honestly where I'm most comfortable. Is when I just close my eyes and listen and go. Because I just feel like it's an easy conversation, creative conversation.
Dope. Next. Put it on the screen and read it. That's a great question.
I put music out years ago under my full name, which is MillanBhatt. And then I was like, oh, I'm making better music now. I should put it out under Millen. And then I wrote one song called Staying Up. That was on an EP that I released a year ago. And I was like, I found it. It has the D'Angelo influence. You know, it has all the things that I've been trying to incorporate. It was the first time experimenting with long chord progressions, more than just like four or six chords. And I was like, okay, that's it. I gotta figure out how to do this. I saw an artist named Maxwell. That was MXWLL. And I was like, oh, I could just get rid of my vowels. And that's what I did. And then the logo is actually all the letters overlapping pretty much.
I'm a graphic designer, so I knew out the gate when I saw it, I was like, hey, job well done. So whoever did that, I don't know if you did it or
I did that. Yeah.
Hey,
I did that on
Canva. Hey, super dope. Thanks. Love it.
Appreciate it. So I think that was kind of the progression.
Yeah. Well, hey man, I think we nailed all the questions. You know what I mean? Millen, hey man, this has been great. You know what I mean? I'm hoping to link up in person soon again at some point. You know, when Omarion is finally ends his tour and we're not getting a touch anymore. You know what I mean? The COVID, you know, that was Omicron, Omarion. No, but you know, yeah, my man said we're trying to avoid the choreography. We don't want that. But yeah, man, definitely want to link up in person. And then once I found out you're Indian, man, so I already know somebody in your family, if not you or your immediate folks, throws down. It's like when you get cool with some black folks, you know there's some soul food not too far away. Indian food is like one of my it's like in my top 3 favorite foods, man. Yeah, type of cuisine.
I make some bomb chai.
Oh,
really good chai. So I will make.
What you gonna do is stop talking dirty in front of all these people right now. Hey,
so I'll make you some and we'll hang out.
Dude, yeah, one of my oldest friends, shout out to my friend Asif Maroof. Rest in peace to his mom who passed not too long ago. To this day, one of the greatest women I've met, and she was a pretty great cook as well. But man, she used to stay hooking me up with the tandoori chicken every time I would come over, and whenever I go to, I haven't gone to India, but whenever I go to London, there is no shortage of amazing Indian food in London, yo. And yeah, so bro, like even whether it's at your place or you know some places, hook a brother up and please.
Oh
believe,
yeah,
I got a book full of soul food joints we can hit up. You know what I mean? But
yes, I love that.
Yes, we going some cultural exchange.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Man. But hey, thank you so much, brother. I hope you had a great time. I know I did, man, and it's been a pleasure, yo.
I appreciate all the love that from the chat, and especially from you, Stan, like, and your family. They're also welcoming. So I really appreciate it.
Nah, man, thank you so much, and to everybody, thank you so much for watching. Next month's live from home will be me and the amazing artist KDFoxx, where she will be doing live art while I do a beat set, followed by another performance. Of course, you know February is right around the corner, and that is the month that Nujabes was born in and unfortunately passed in. So you already know that anytime I do a set, I'm gonna pay homage to him, Dexstream. And also rest in peace to my brother Pumpkinhead and all of the many artists I've had the pleasure of working with who passed on. But we'll definitely be celebrating his life, and it's Black History Month, so you know I got some bliggity black raps for you too. So all that good stuff, you know what I mean? Kwanzaa 365. But yeah, on that note, we are out of here. Millen, man, if you got a quick sec, just hang backstage for a second, just so I can say peace to you directly. And to everybody else, man, I'll see you soon, but talk to you sooner. Make sure you go watch the video some more. Thank y'all for tuning in for the premiere of the video. Please watch that, share that, run those numbers up. We put a lot of work in. Millen made time when he was prepping for a show for Lawrence to you know, make sure he made time to shoot that video. And I love how it came out. Shout out to Nick. Shout out to my wife who directed it. Shout out to Wealth. Shout out to your boy. Remind me of his name.
Oh,
man.
Dan Ice
Dan the man. You know what I mean?
He's the man.
Yeah, Dan the man is Stan the man. Hey, man, shout out to everybody who contributed. Shout out to KDFoxx and her folks. Yeah, because that video was shot in 4 different states. Yeah, 4 different states. New York, Texas, DC, not DC, but Maryland and Virginia as well. So on that note, we are out of here. Thank you for your donations, all of that good stuff, man. We appreciate the love so much. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Peace.